Hi everyone. As I write up, I'm just about to send a wrap-up email for a family of a 6-month-old that I was working with over the past 2 weeks who, firstly, the parents came on, and the little boy had been really, really good up until about 4 months, and then hit the 4-month sleep regression, or what I like to call progression. And just sleep kind of completely went out the window. He was taking short contact naps, struggling to settle at bedtime. He was also, so mum and dad have resorted to doing anything that they could to try and get him to sleep. So rocking, and then transferring him into the cot when he was asleep, and then he'd wake up overnight, and then eventually they were just resorting to pulling him into the bed with them so that they could get sleep. So he's now on, and after a couple of days he was absolutely amazing. He really surprised us. After I'd say about 2 days, he, by going on an age appropriate nap schedule, an early bedtime, and kind of removing some of those sleep associations. He also had a strong feed to sleep association. So in working together and removing that, he is now going down an early bedtime and sleeping through the night, 11 to 12 hours night. But anyway, I wanted to come on because nap transition, this came up in our wrap-up call because he's at that age that babies typically drop from 3 to 2 naps at about the 8 to 9 month mark, sometimes at the 7 months, and I work with a lot of families at the 7 month mark. And how you know that your baby's ready to transition from 3 to 2 naps is that nap that would typically happen maybe at about 3, half 3, they start to completely refuse the nap. So they're either just playing through it or they're refusing it. I always say this nap can happen out and about, on the go, in the car, wherever. It can be a struggle to do the third nap at home for your sanity as well. It's really just only a cat nap. It's not extremely restorative. It's really to tie baby over from their naps to bedtime, with avoiding them from being overtired. So as I said, you'll know if they just completely start to refuse this nap, if they're taking really, really good quality nap 1 and nap 2. What is really, really key at this transition, some days they may take it, some days they won't. So during this transition, on days they take it, absolutely fine. Aim with that kind of similar bedtime, and the timing of bedtime, always watching for sleepy cues. The days that they don't take it, for example, if they nap, their second nap is at say 12:30 to 2:30, they will be running on vapors up until bedtime. This is when an early bedtime for a certain amount of time is really, really important to avoid that overtiredness. Otherwise, they'll be extremely overtired, then they'll start to resist bedtime, and then the frequent night wakings may or may not start again, but they may start again if they are overtired. So a couple of days, just have to be flexible, see if they take it, see if they don't. But on the days they don't take it, it's really, really important to move bedtime really, really early. It may need to be at 5:30, 6 o'clock for a couple of days until you get back on track. But that's what's really important, because that's what will avoid the overtiredness.